Hi everyone, and what we're going to be doing today is talking about a certain brand. So I'm going to be doing a brand review on some products from a company called Jacobite Solutions. These guys here. So Jacobite Solutions, they're a UK based company, they're based up in Scotland, and they have basically got quite a niche set of products that they produce. So they do survival gear, which you can get everywhere or these days, but they concentrate more, they lean towards more escape and evasion kit. So SERE kit, escape and evasion, that sort of stuff. That can obviously, a lot of that is applied towards survival methods anyway. But what they do is they actually produce a lot of gear that's easy to conceal, designed to be concealed for that sort of thing. So great for travelling into more sort of remote areas of the world, areas that are maybe not so stable, people doing that sort of thing. So for preppers especially, it's a really good thing to have a look at. You don't have to dress yourself up in all sorts of crazy stuff with things stashed away everywhere. But if you were thinking of maybe travelling to an area in the world that was particularly dangerous, dodgy, whatever you want to call it, it's not a bad idea to kind of prep your kit. So if something was to happen for you, if you were detained by some dodgy characters or something, then maybe it's a good idea to prep your kit ready for something like that. So what I'm going to be doing is just talking through a few items that I have from that company, Jacobite Solutions, today. Okay, then, so what we've got here then is a selection of some of the gear available on the Jacobite Solutions site. First thing on the left here then, this is a friction line. So this is made from Kevlar cord, and the way this is designed is to basically be concealed in your kit. It's got loops on the end that you can place your feet through if your hands are tied to actually defeat plastic cuffs. You can see there's a knot there, and the reason why that's there is to stop the knot going on itself and disappearing. So it's quite a good idea that they've whacked that on there. So yeah, a couple of feet, you've probably got about 3 feet of line there, easily stowable in a set of trousers or something like that, or a jacket. Okay, next thing going on the line then, this is a micro escape necklace. So what we've got here is micro friction line. So this again can be used to defeat plastic cuffs. So what we've got here, this is much thinner Kevlar line, but still strong enough to defeat plastic cuffs. And there's like a little plastic toggle here. So that's what holds it together. You put it around your neck, and then you've got the actual cord there with the loops again in the end. But also on this one, you've got what they call a breaker bead on the end. So what you can do is basically keep hold of the end and smash this against glass. So if you was held inside a back of a car, held hostage or something, maybe plastic cuffed up, you break the plastic cuffs and then actually break the glass using this. And I did a little video of a scenario showing that, which I'll put a link to. Okay, linked to that then slightly, this is a breaker toggle. So what it's got is a length of elastic here, and what that does is it gives the sort of the speed to actually enable the braking bead, which is hidden underneath here. So that's a tungsten carbide hardened bead inside there. What you do is you expose that first, so it actually hits the glass rather than the rubber hitting it first. You take all that out there, let's say. And then you basically, you hold this in one hand, pull it back, and then let it go. Like I say, I did a demo on this inside a car. Actually broke a window of the back of a car, hardened glass. Worked really, really well. So quite a good bit of kit, and this is designed to be worn in place of a zipper pull, so you just thread it through itself. And it's quite innocuous. You wouldn't notice that was anything other than just a zipper pull. It's fairly small. It's only like a few inches long. Okay, next in the line then, this thing here. This is called an E-cutter blade. So it's housed in like a little rubber sachet thing, and it's basically, this is a little hardened steel shape thing with a blade on here. So it doesn't come with a string on it. I added that to basically to give myself a bit more purchase, like so. So when I was cutting through something, like I did the demo on that on that car escape video, cutting through the seat belt. Then basically that gives you a bit more purchase there. You can just thread your finger through it and then cut through something like a car seat belt, or you know, if you was tied up with paracord or something like that. So that's another option of being able to escape. And it's, you know, it's quite a small, as you can see by my hands there, that's quite a small little package there. I thought also with the cord it's going to help you get that out, get purchase on that a little bit easier. If you were kind of tied up or something, it's going to make it a little bit easier to get out. Next thing along in the line then, this is a ceramic razor blade. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to put my finger on that, it's very, very sharp. So this is designed so it can be hidden within your clothing. It's in like a little plastic sheath there as well, so it won't be picked up on a metal detector. Okay, so you know, if you were needing for some reason to, you know, hide something like this, like some sort of cutting device in your clothing, then that's a great little option there, seeing as it's ceramic. Next along then, this is a padlock shim. So what the way this works is this part here goes down along the side of the padlock and you curve it round, and it basically defeats the padlock by, you know, bypassing the little locking mechanism. What I like about these is that they're super thin. See how thin that is there? Really, really easy to hide in something flat. So well, even in your clothing, but something like the back of a mobile phone or something, you could tape a couple of these to the back of your mobile phone, no problem, and no one's ever going to know it's there, unless, you know, you go through a metal detector type thing. But even so, it probably wouldn't show up against your phone. Next thing here then, this is what they call the minor escape kit, or MEK. So there's a few items in here. First thing is another micro escape line. So it's got two little loops there, and you can basically just pull it out using these loops. A little bit stiff because it's obviously tightly compacted in there, but there we go. So there's your escape line there, again used for escaping out of plastic cuffs or any other kind of, you know, bondages for now. And obviously it's a great bit of, you know, that's Kevlar line, that, so it's also a great little survival bit of kit as well if you need it. So that was held in that shrink wrap in there, just in this bit here. And then what we've also got is a few more items here then. So we've got a little handcuff key, and these are, like I say, they're quite tightly flipping held in there, and the idea is to keep it nice and compact so you can actually conceal these in your clothing. So here we go, we've got the diamond wire there. So this is obviously very, very tough, so this could defeat and cut through things like brick, hardened steel, you know, wood, anything really. So quite a good little resource to have, and you can see how thin that is there. Okay, so quite a thin, good little resource for like escape. Next, what we got within the MEK then, as it's starting to pop out here now, is this is the little baby handcuff key. You see how diddy that is? Tiny. And if you took this out on its own, you know, that's going to be really easy to conceal within your kit, within your clothing. Okay, next thing here then is you've got a couple of little bits that are together. So basically a hair clip, also known as a bobby pin. So this can be used to escape from handcuffs. You can actually use it to like get into the mechanism or get under the teeth using this little part here. What I'm going to do is actually take the end off that there, take the bobble off, so it's easier, more usable for getting through the teeth of handcuffs. And then what you've got here, this is actually a handcuff shim, an actual designed handcuff shim. Again, you see how thin that is, see how sort of small and thin that is. Quite an easy bit of kit to conceal if you need to. I'll put that down there. Okay, this one here then, this is quite an interesting bit of kit. So they call this their VNT, which is a vagabond negotiating tool. So basically it's a self-defense bit of kit. It looks like a pencil, it's just nice and light. It's got no metallic parts in it, so that's good. It's not going to show up on a metal detector. and it's actually hardened bamboo, and that is proper flipping tough. Okay, so if you were needing to defend yourself, then you know it's not going to be as good as a knife or something, but it's concealable, and that is going to flipping hurt if you hit someone with that. You know, you're going to potentially put your thumb over the end and use it like that, like so. Okay, on the right then, what we've got over here, these are seal buttons. Okay, so what they're for is to conceal little small items, and you'll see some of the items that come out of this we've already covered, but there's some quite interesting stuff here. So the idea with these is, obviously that's quite a big button there, but it's the same sort of size that you get on things like outdoor clothing, windproof jackets, you know, military clothing and stuff. They do a green version of these as well, and basically what happens with these is you just basically unscrew, and it's got a hollow inside, and you can see there, that's the micro escape line again. Okay, so it's got the preformed loops on the end, it's got the little rubber stoppers there, and the knots just there as well, so you can open it up to whatever size you need to get your foot in, or whatever you're going to use. And yeah, again, it's a nice little resource for escape and evasion and survival as well. You know, that's decent cord, that's as I said, Kevlar cord. Next one then, so this is a bit smaller, so if I just compare that to the other one there, a little bit smaller there, more of a sort of normal size of a button there, and again the way this works is it just unscrews off exactly the same, and inside there you've got the same resource again. You've got a micro escape line, so I'm not going to pull that one out of there, but that's what's inside that one. Okay, going along then, next small button, just going to unscrew that there, and what we've got in here, so this is slightly different then, this is what they call the tramp's compass. Okay, so very, very thin line there, as you can see, and it's just unwinding there, and what you've got is a pre-magnetized needle. You probably see there that it's got the a luminous point on it, that's the north point. So basically that's like an improvised compass that can be concealed in your clothing really easily, just on its own like so, or within the button. So that's like a nice little alternative to a button compass. Okay, last button then, last seal button. I'm just going to unscrew this one here, and what we've got is a couple of items that was in the MEK. So we've got the small, as they call the baby handcuff key. You see the little bits on the end there that are used for getting through the actual teeth of the or the working parts of the handcuff. And then what we've got here then is a handcuff shim, so it's curved to fit inside the button. That'll just fold out like so, ready for use. So then, just a few quite interesting and pre-made bits of kit for escape and evasion. You know, I've been used to having to improvise and make all my own stuff, which is quite fun, but when you've got stuff that's pre-made, it's always going to be slightly better. You know, it's probably slightly tougher and stuff like that, and I wish all this stuff was available when I went through my 3 SERE courses that I've done through my time in the army. Okay then, so that was just a quick intro to some of the kit that I've got from Jacobite Solutions. I'm not sponsored by these guys, I'm not connected to them, I'm not affiliated to them in any way. I just thought it'd be worth kind of highlighting some of the gear that's out there, because they're not that well known. It's quite a small company, UK based company, but I've found their customer service to be really good. I've found all the kit to be decent quality and definitely workable for what it's designed for, and quite an interesting subject really, especially, you know, for things like prepping and all that. It's the sort of thing that gets overlooked a little bit. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and catch you again soon. Cheers.